So there you see a box of treasure for you this time for all our person like us. This budget is all about reviving consumption. Having a good thrust on the capex for last 3 years. The government has clearly shown signal that now it's time that we want consumption to revive. And there has been a lot of talk that where this money will go. But that only time will tell that, this saving of about, say, around a lakh of rupees, where it will go. It might go for, say, some kind of criminalization of products and services, or it could go for some travel, or it can simply go towards savings. But whatever it is, it's a very happy, ultimately, feeling for all the people. Yeah, so we'll come to the exact tax saving, but it's about 1 lakh rupees a person. So if in a family there are two-person, then there is a substantial tax saving of about 2 lakhs. And that 2 lakhs can, be a very substantial amount. So this is all about how where the government attention is. The fiscal deficit has been brought down to 4.54% in spite of the tax cut which has been proposed. So yeah, your question, Dharmendra, regarding how this fiscal deficit will be met. But if you see over the last 3 4 years, the government projection is something, but we have already achieved that fiscal deficit much below that. So we have seen this government is making a very reasonable projection, which is easily met every year. So this also we expect that this 4.4% fiscal deficit can be easily met, even despite this kind of tax cut.
Basically, government want us to spend more money.
Yes, yes. Consumption, they want people to spend. And
Yeah.
if you see, due to the inflation, and the real inflation has been really high. So they really want that people should come and spend. But let's see, as I said, we will only come to know where people are going to spend. That is also a question which nobody knows at this moment. Yeah, as I said, there has been a lot of thrust given on the startups. Uh, and and as you know that India is lacking in terms of spending on the R&D, but having know that this AI is there, and now something from China has also come up, which has shocked the world. Uh, so where India is, so in that sense, India is proposed to spend about 20,000 crore on deep tech, and
Correct.
uh, and they're also doing a fund for the startup with additional 10,000 crore. See, this 10,000 crore is an additional in continuation with the one which is already there. This startup eco funding system has been taken care through SIDBI, and this is an additional fund committed by the government. The other good thing which government is showing to the citizens is that they want to do away with a lot of penalties and criminalization. They want to do away with that. So if you see, before this budget, there were about 178 offenses which has already been decriminalized. And in this budget also, they propose to decriminalize about 100 offenses. So this is a very clear sign to business people and anyone who wants to do something where they can feel that for a very technical delays or technical fault, they should not be under a threat of prosecution. So this is a very, welcome sign which government is putting up. If you recall the speech, it's all about saying, we are trusting the people and we want to do the simplification of business. So these are the steps where, government is showing their intent that they want to move. It's the right intent. There is also a proposal that, the corporate merger will be simplified and the fast merger scheme will be introduced to few more categories of such mergers. So we'll see how when it comes. Yeah, the as I said, the budget is all about the middle class and MSME, all M. So uh, the major factor is this MSME criteria has been expanded. So if you see now here, the micro enterprise and small enterprise, this is where a lot of benefits are there. Now, the current limit in terms of investment and turnover has all been revised substantially high. So, someone in small enterprise before, now they can fall into micro, and somebody in medium enterprise they can now fall into small enterprise. So with 2.5 crore for micro and 25 crore for small, they want to cover a large universe of business entities under micro and small. And similarly, some enterprise may move from large to medium also. Now, why this is important? One is you will recall that for micro and small enterprise, if you don't pay them in time, there is going to be an interest which is three times with the existing rate. So this is why it's been introduced just to save, the habit of the large enterprise wherein, they don't pay for 6 months, 9 months, and due to liquidity crunch, micro or small enterprise are not able to sustain. So last year also there was a lot of UN cry from a lot of enterprises that we it's been a little harsh, but government is very adamant and they have clearly said that nothing doing. We want to promote MSME, and if you don't pay in time, first your deduction of that payment will not be there of that expenses. Second, you need to pay the interest, which is three times. And third, even that interest will also not be allowed as a deduction. So, so all the business owners should take care of their vendor, especially, they should do the vendor management, wherein they should identify who is falling at a micro and small. And even without intention, also, they should ensure that there's a system by which, they pay those micro and small enterprise much before the due date. Don't even wait for the due dates. So this is something, one can check their accounting system, their ERP, whether, those safeguards are being placed or not. And of course, there is some filing also to be done in ROC, wherein you need to identify whether you have delayed any payments to the MSMEs or not. And of course, this return goes to ROC, which so that can be a public record. So on and all, while micro, small are being benefited, but for a business owner, they need to check their who are their vendors and whether they fall under micro and small or not. The best thing is to take the declaration from them and then according to pay them in turn. Okay. The further there are few more measures which has been introduced, which is the first is the credit guarantee cover. Now it's been doubled to 10 crore. First it was 5 crore, now it is 10 crore. So you know that MSMEs or startups find it difficult to raise the fund because they don't have too much of collateral. So in that case, central government gives a guarantee, and that has been doubled to 10 crore for MSME. And for if you are startups, eligible startup, then it will be 20 crore. And they also enhance the credit card limit up to 5 lakh for micro enterprise. So credit card limit is like just a credit card given, you spend up to 5 lakh. This kind of unsecured financial assistance to them. And we expect in future also government has said that there will be few more measures for supporting the MSMEs. So this is the sector we should keep a close eye on that.